Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from February 19th through March 20th for my Virgos. Hello, my Virgos. How are you? Well, you know, when I do my longer readings, which are like the chapters, whereas the shorter readings are more the paragraphs or pages. Well, when I do my longer readings, I use 4 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I then ask for kind of fill in some gaps with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I then ask for advice with my Osha Zen Tarot, and then I finish again with Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. So somebody, a subscriber, asked why, or suggested that I do the longer readings with the sign in the season. So today what we're doing is we're doing the readings for Virgo in Pisces season. And we're going to see, and that was going to be basically from, Pisces season starts February 19th and it goes until Aries season, which starts March 20th. Now, a couple of things we do need to go through is February 17th is start of Mercury Retrograde. Yay! Cool. Love it. Now, Mercury retrograde over communications, electronics, people from the past coming back into your life. I like to think of it as when the universe is trying to make you slow down a little bit, reflect a little bit, but also trying to put things into the better place, okay? Because Mercury retrograde comes into our lives, at least 3 times a year. And it just, there can be some disruptions. It's really not a great time to go and buy electronics. So if you can put that off, go ahead and do that. But again, a lot of it can be those people coming back in. Or it could be even for you, my Virgos, it could be you having to redo a project. It's like, oh my gosh, I thought I put this to bed. Okay, that just popped in. Now, February 19th is Pisces season starts. Pisces is a water energy, and it's also dreamy, but Pisces can be a little bit on that moody side, so just be aware of that. Now, the 23rd is when the new moon is. Now, the full moon to the new moon is the waning moon, pushing things away, getting rid of stuff. The new moon to the full moon, which will then be March 9th, and that is the waxing moon, and that's when you start asking, because it's when the moon gets bigger and bigger. March 9th, full moon will be in Virgo. So a lot of the energies that's a little bit on the scattered side because of Mercury, you do, my Virgos, bring a lot of grounding energy to that. So I do think that will help quite a bit. March 10th, Mercury goes direct. The only thing is when something is going retrograde, and these are illusions of it going retrograde, okay? It doesn't really move backwards. It just appears to be. But when the illusion of retrograde, so March, what did I say? February 17th through March 10th, there is a 14-day shadow before and a 14-day shadow after. And so I kind of look at that as Mercury light, okay? So, things could, they've already probably started, but it can also continue past. Then we go to March 20th, whereas 2 things happen. One is it is Aries season starting, but it's also the start of the new astrological year. So Pisces is the end of the year. So there's a lot of wrap up and cleanup to be done. Phew, okay. So remember, I'm an intuitive channeler, and what that means is I open myself up to my higher power spirit, and whatever the message is that needs to come through, it comes through, okay? So 3 cards are face down. They're all reversed, so that's a strong message. Let's see what we have here for my Virgo. The first card is the Page of Air. Air energy, okay. Okay, air energy is our Gemini, our Libra, our Aquarius. It's our thought processes. It's hearing news. It's that Wi-Fi download, that, that Bluetooth type of energy. Pages are impulsive. I feel like this is you overthinking things too much. You might be hearing some news again. This kind of makes you kind of sixes and sevens, and that usually means just a little bit more disorganized. Kind of pulling out your hair a little bit. Well, don't pull out your hair, but kind of wanting to, I feel like this energy is kind of this, this is really kind of more that, kind of that Mercury retrograde in a different type of way. So Mercury retrograde is trying to tell you to slow your brain down a little bit and to not take things so personally, because I feel like this kind of is bringing you, at least in the beginning of Pisces season. And Pisces season, like I said, can be a little moody. It can be dreamy. I feel like this is going to pull your sensitivity a little bit on that higher side. This is like, when you have a toothache and you go, and it's like, whoo, okay. It's like your nerve endings are a little bit closer to the surface. Now, I feel this is more the beginning of Pisces season. And then once we get closer to that full moon, you get your power back. And I shouldn't say you get your power back, because you don't lose your power, but you feel your power again. Okay, so just be aware. You may be a little more sensitive in the beginning of this season. It's okay. Sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes, and I'm not telling you that you're going to cry, but sometimes it is good for you to go. It's sometimes good to have a small pity party. It's sometimes good, bring some people that you love, people around you, and it's sometimes good to have that. Now, the Page of Air is logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. Okay, so that could be too. You might hear some stuff, and that might make you just feel that more sensitive type. I just feel you more sensitive, okay? And that's not bad. Own your emotions, because my Virgos, many times you push them aside, okay? And when you push them aside too much, when you do own them, they feel bigger than what they are, okay? Next card is the King of Earth. So here we are, the King of Earth. Earth is your energy. And again, that full moon around Virgo is really strong here for me. The King of Earth, Earth energy, is Taurus, your energy, and Capricorn energy, solid energy. Could be about your home, could be something or someone you touch, you can actually hold on to. A lot of times this is about money. A lot of times this is about your job, okay? And this is you at the top of your game. This is you. I know, even though this sensitive thing is going on here, you regroup. And again, like I said, in the middle of it all, as we get closer to that Virgo, as we get Virgo full moon, and as we get closer to Mercury going direct, it's like, it's like you just regroup, you recoup, and you move on, and it's almost like having that little respite, that little time to be able to feel what you need to feel. It brings you to a stronger place, okay? And this is very much a professional card. This is very much about your job. This is very much about your promotion, your work, your money, okay? So this is generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. This, if you're feeling sensitive at all, this is where it's saying confidently accept the opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So even though you may feel, you know how sometimes you just do something and you should be doing it and you go do it, but inside you're like, oh, please let nobody know that I'm feeling this way. You want to go throw up. Don't. I mean, you can feel it, you can go, but you still have to still move forward, because the King of Earth is awesome for you. Your next card here is the Ten of Air, and this is, again, so even though you had your Page of Air, and again, I was getting those kind of feelings, that sensitive type of feeling, the Ten of Air, I'm starting to talk faster too, so when that happens, I'm getting excited. Again, air energy, tens, transition, leaving some bad things behind, moving forward into something good. Okay, so it is whatever this was in the beginning, whatever it was like, in the beginning of Pisces season that just kind of threw you off your game. Between the King of Earth and the Ten of Air, you are more than on top of it. Okay, you are more than on top of it. So the Ten of Air is the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. So that also could be, there's changes coming here. Now, what is the change about? Virgos, you do good when you're leading the change, but you don't necessarily like to be the recipient of the change. Okay, so embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Okay, so there's going to be some movement. There's going to be some stuff going on at your work. In some ways it might hurt your feelings. I mean, that could be done at your home also, but I'm kind of going more towards that work. It could hurt your feelings. It could make you feel maybe they're being a little bit more critical of your work. And it's not because of you. It's just because, maybe, somebody could be telling your boss how wonderful you are. And when that happens, when somebody tells your boss, okay, we got actually three cards a couple cards came out. When somebody's telling your boss how wonderful you are, well, many times over, bosses like to then go, ah, okay? So it'll be okay. It'll be okay because the king, and it probably will be around more that 9th, 10th. It just really, it's like that, it's over there. It's like the light switch. It just pops on again, and it's all bright because you got the King of Earth and the 10 of Air. Moving on. Real good stuff. Okay. 4 cards actually came out, John Holland, for kind of filling some gaps. First card is reversed. It's face up, but it's 1, new starts, passion ignited. So whatever this was that made you feel sensitive, once it's over with, once you get to that better place, once the King of Earth and 10 of Air come into your life, and again, I'm feeling kind of that 9-10 type of energy. It's like, you got it. You got it. You're going forward. And almost too like you're saying, why did I let them do this to me? Why did I accept this? Well, you know what? You might have, having this sensitivity, and again, it kind of puts you, it made you stop a little bit. And because you stopped, you were able to kind of, how sometimes if you're rushing too much, you don't see that you're rushing towards the cliff. But when you stop, you're able to see it better. Okay? And you're like, I have a better idea now. Passion ignited. Next card. Again, now these 3 are face down. Okay, this one is reversed, and this is fertility. This is growth. This is the new start of stuff. So things, again, once we get past whatever this little sensitivity is, things start moving for you. Things start growing for you. Your career starts growing. Or is this actually fertility where something actually starts, and remember, fertility doesn't mean that, if I say this, doesn't mean that you're going to be getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant, but this is fertile ground. Okay. Next card, again, I don't know if it's, it was reversed. So I was going to say, emotional loss, 5s, change. And this isn't so much, sometimes, whatever this is, like I said, if this is that boss that was kind of giving you, sometimes you can be a little disappointed. You know what I mean? There can be people around you that you're like, wow, I went through this little piece of, whatever this was. Wow, I really know who my friends are. Okay? I know who was supporting me because everything works out really, really well. But, again, whatever that was that created that sensitivity, it's like you see things clearer. Next card, and this is your last card here, and again, this is, again, reversed, and you have choose wisely. So with this one, he is sitting, she is sitting at the edge of the pier, looks like meditating, and because of that, because of whatever this is with the King of Earth and the 10 of Air, choices are opening up for you. New directions are opening up for you, probably within your job arena, but it could be it could be in that personal too. It could be family too. Maybe people are moving. But it's choices that are opening up for you. Choices, okay? And now you need to make that connection. You need to step back. You need to, you do your prayer, you do your meditation, however that is, you communicate with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. And because it sounds like there's going to be some choices coming to you, which is really cool. It's really cool. But again, we talk about change, and change, it's like you love to direct the change. You love to be in charge of the change. It doesn't mean that you like the change around you. You don't like to be a part of the change. So there looks like there's going to be choices. There looks like, you're going to really get involved in something. So is that you're changing jobs? It could be that. Are you changing a partnership? It could be that too. Are you changing bosses? It could be that too. Are you becoming the boss? It could be that too. Okay. And, again, that emotional loss, it's more of a disappointment. I'm feeling more of a disappointment, like, wow, I thought we were closer. I thought I could depend on you more. Okay. You know what? People are human. People are human. Okay, so my Osha Zen Tarot for any words of advice for my Virgos. Here we go. While we are in Pisces season. Here we go. First card, the Rebel. Oh my gosh. Virgo, are you going to embrace the inner rebel in you? The one that you hide so much? I know that internally, you are just like, but you don't necessarily let people see that. Okay, so maybe it's time for you to let people see a little bit of the rebel, a little bit more. Stretch yourself, okay? Stretch your boundaries a little bit more. So here's the next card. We are the World, okay? Connections again. The world, this is again, you are on top of the world. Things, again, whatever this is, whatever this small little piece of the sensitivity, it opens up something so much bigger for you. Embrace it, okay? It's like those things, somebody can tell you 99 compliments and somebody tell you one criticism, and you remember that more than the 99, okay? So let that, embrace the world. Your next card is, again, reversed. And this goes back to receptivity. This goes back to you connecting with your higher power, okay? So that you know the direction. And also, too, not just so that you know the direction, the higher power will actually get you through that sensitivity piece. Because, again, I feel like it's a really small part. I feel like it's the beginning of Pisces season. So maybe, okay, so that could be, if we go there, we have 29 days. So that's 10 in February this month. It's leap year. So that's 10 days. And then if we go maybe another 7 days in before we start getting that full moon. So that could be like 17 days. So yeah, that's, you might have about 2 weeks of feeling that discomfort. But then it all falls into place and it all works out really well. And yes, I do feel that's more towards that work relationship. Okay, let's go on. So we're going to finish with our Archangel Power Tarot cards. Bradley Valentine. Okay, the middle one is reversed on this one. All of them are face down. Here we go. The Page of Ariel. Okay, so this is about earth energy. Again, we've talked about earth energy, impulsive energy, jumping into energy. This is things are going to work out, opportunities coming. Okay, so Page of Ariel is reliable, clever, educated, balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. So even though there's this little piece in the beginning of Pisces season, it opens up bigger pieces for you. And maybe that was the catalyst you needed. Okay? So maybe that's, maybe it is that, it's like that one commercial where this was like the third time she was, passed over for this promotion, but it will be her last. Okay? So that's a commercial in the United States, if you don't know what that's about. So, maybe this is the catalyst that you need to make those changes, even though, well, in that case, you would be leading the change. Here we go. Next card. This is reversed. Perspective. Archangel Chamuel. Okay? Perspective. Looking at things with realism, but looking at things maybe a little bit differently. Instead of instead of looking at it and going, why was that person so mean? Oh, why did I put up with it? Okay? So, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. And what was that? We had the rebel. Embrace your inner rebel. Okay, let's go to our last card here, and this is decision. So decision time is coming. Decisions need to be made. Decisions are going. When you have decisions, that's because you're being given choices. Okay? So choices mean you have to make a decision. Now with this one, it's again, make your connection. Okay? higher power does help you. I promise you that. So Archangel Jophiel, release yourself from that which holds you back. Again, remember, waning moon, release. A need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. I feel that's more towards that beginning piece. And it could be a catalyst for you to make a jump start. It could be the catalyst for you to move on in your career. It could be the catalyst for you to move. So, looks like you're gonna have some little thing that's gonna make you make some changes. So, my Virgos, if you enjoy my readings, please remember to like, and share. But as always, my Virgos, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.